We have one national anthem. It's one that's been paid for decades. It's the same one that when I was standing on the sidelines for in the NFL, tears would come to my eyes just thinking about the opportunity that I had to live the American dream. And I'll say this, the founders of the NFL will be very, very ashamed of what has happened with this Goodell and this group of leftists, what's going on in the NFL. One thing I've always thought is that the military and athletics is the one place they could never divide us. That's a place of meritocracy. It doesn't matter what your color, your race, none of that matters. The bottom line is you have the singular goal is to win. Well, leave it to the left, to this Marxist, to find a way to divide us. We're finding it in the military. Where now we have such a low group of people becoming, getting into that industry because of the divisiveness. We now see the NFL and we now see the NBA. So this is a chance for us to finally say, no, we have one national anthem. Let's be proud of that. What you're going to find is people not standing for the black national anthem, quote, and those not standing for our normal national anthem. And that's not what America's all about. We need to get back to the bottom line. We, the people, have so much more in common and a remarkable history of how we've overcome. We need to focus on that, get this mess out of our educational system that's dividing us, and recognize we have corporations like right now, the NBA and the NFL, who's focused more on their profitability. In this case, Goodell makes over $40 million a year. That's not enough. It needs more power. It needs more entry into the China. So we understand these are folks who do not care about our country, but are looking at dividing us in so many different ways. We just cannot allow that to continue to happen.
So interesting. Well said, sir. We've got to talk about another thing dividing our country, and that, quite frankly, is what's happening at our southern border. You've got politicians who are seeing the crisis in totally different lights. In fact, you've got House Republicans who are saying DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has to go, and he's saying it's Congress's fault. They aren't coming together and helping us out at the southern border. Sir, how do you see it?
Well, first of all, this guy is a one of a kind. I sat on the judiciary last year, and I sat and watched as he lied to us with a smile on his face. And he's hearing these numbers of over 100,000 Americans being killed by fentanyl. He's seeing all this tens of thousands of immigrants dying as they try to come here, and he has no concern about this. So this is a very timely topic. I think something that every American should be looking at, and I don't care what side of the aisle we're on. If we care about our country, we care about our culture, we need to take a look at people like this that purposely break the law and deal with them and get them out of it. Have them do something totally different, because at the end of the day, our country needs to be a sovereign place, a safe place. And I'll say this, the upside of the fact that it's going to all these blue cities, everybody understands now that every state is a border state. Everybody understands now what it is to be overwhelmed with a system that's purposely making us miserable so we can vote in a different direction. So Democrats have one philosophy, to use misery as a political strategy, and you're seeing it right in your face at this point, and Americans will not stand for this.